Hello, everyone, and welcome to Claude and the Bansters for this live match reaction of Arsenal 1, Leicester 1. We've got the big man himself, Claude. Claude, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, what a game, mate. Yeah, well, it's. I think it's a fair result. I mean, they dominated the second half, and to be honest with you, I think that's a fair result.
Yeah. I just want to say, just before we get into the game and the game reaction, I just want to share this and say thank you to our friends at Gunners.com. We are live on Gunners.com again at the moment, and you can go and download their app, and here's a little thing. So thank you to Kevin and Gunners.com. We really appreciate you letting us go live on your page. We really do appreciate it. And everybody go and give their website a look at, or go and download their app from Apple Store or Google Play Store. Fantastic. You get any bit of information you need to know is on their website or on their app. Right, let's get straight to it, boys. Claude, to start with yourself. Arsenal 1, Leicester 1. What was your match reactions? What was your reaction to the team lineup, first half, and then obviously the sending off?
Well, the team lineup was okay. I thought first half, I think we played some good football. I thought we should have been 2 or 3 goals up. Missed opportunities, but when you don't put those trying, the goal was a superb goal, great cross from Saka, and finished by Aubameyang, and then there was then we went in half time where we really should have been, as I said, 2 or 3 out, but we only went in with a 1-goal lead. And I think Leicester, and you've got to say they had 3 key players out as well. They came out second half and I thought just dominated the game. I thought the wrong substitution. I would have brought Pepe on, actually. I wouldn't have brought Eddie on. I know not because he got sent off. It's just that I thought at the time, I think Pepe would have been better going out there down the wide and getting into the dangerous areas and creating things. I was surprised he didn't bring him on. But then we, of course, got the sending off, which I think was a red card, no doubt about it. You can't dispute that it was a red card. And then we're down to 10 men, and then what happened? They score, and it's your back's against the wall, isn't it? Then, so what can I say? I mean, I thought I'm looking at that goal again. I think Mustafi just played him on, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken. I mean, I don't know you lot see. I've got to see that again when I get home. But it looked onside to me. I mean, I don't know what you boys thought.
Diesel.
Yeah, I think it was. You're talking millimeters, Claude. If that. I'm not gonna. In my opinion, I'm not gonna go on too much about that goal. For me, it was. We lost the game. We had so many chances in the first half. I said it earlier on. I actually said it, Claude, as well. We were wasting chance after chance. And as we went in at half time, I said to the boys, I said, that could come back to haunt us, right? Because I don't feel safe at 1-0 up. We should have gone in at half time at least 2-3-0 up and had a 2-goal cushion. Because you don't know what's going to go on. And as long as it's 1-0, Leicester are still in the game. The second half, we came out. I thought we were poor. We lacked that intensity that we had in the first half. We allowed Leicester to find their rhythm, and then they started. They was on the attack. We were holding off. The red card for me has got nothing to do with it. For me, we lost it in the first half.
Yeah, I agree. There's a big argument in here that people saying that Vardy should have gone, but I mean, what do you see? Did you see that as? I thought it was accidental.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was accidental. Well, the Mustafi you're talking about.
Well, yeah, the incident where he looked like he swung his foot there. I don't know, but I mean, I thought it was an accident. He didn't.
No, that was an accident.
Yeah. No, it was. It was.
Having a big argument on screen saying it was an accident. They're all telling me to get my glasses out and all that, and I'm glad I've got some support here on that. But I mean,
no, it was an accident. We called it straight away as it happened, didn't we?
Yeah.
Diesel, all three of us, me, Diesel, and Lee. We called it straight away as it happened. It was nice bed sheets. I wish they was Tahi. This is my sofa, mate. Yeah, what I say for me, the team lineup I think was good enough. The team lineup, I think the first half was one of the best first half that we've played under Arteta so far. I thought the intensity was there.
we knocked the ball around well in the first half. I'm not disputing that. I think, but you see, when you're on top like that, you've got to take your chances. And I'm afraid we didn't. I thought Ceballos had another good game in the first half.
Fantastic, yeah.
I thought Saka was, that great cross from Saka, wasn't it, for the goal?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
As I said, when you're in that sort of, this is what I'm saying. This is why we're not in the top level. I mean, if that was a Liverpool man, I think Liverpool, Man City, they would have been 2 or 3 nil up.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
we didn't punish them, and you've got to remember that they had a lot of players out, key players. They had no Maddison, no Pereira. So what was it? The fullback was missing. Was it?
Yeah, but we can't keep saying this in every single game. This is my only problem with Arsenal fans at the moment. We keep saying this at every team that we play in. It seems like there's some sort of.
Terry, what I'm saying, this is a good chance because they were so under strength. That this was a good chance to put them away today. And
don't forget, this is one of the worst Arsenal sides that we've had. This is one of the worst Arsenal sides that we've had over the years. Don't forget at all. That you got to look at it that side. This is what I mean. The first half for me, the intensity was there. The way that we played was fantastic. The second half, we come out, I think, like we have done over the last 4 or 5 games. Even though that we've won the games, we've come out in that second half and we've sat back a little bit because you can clearly see that Arteta doesn't trust in these players their fitness at the moment. You can see that. You can see we haven't got the players to play 90 minutes. If we can get these players in and play like we did in the first half, in the second half, once we do get these players, you can see how good Arsenal could turn out with Arteta and the way he wants us to play. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think we need. I mean, we've got to keep. I think Ceballos shows that we've got to keep that sort of quality.
Yeah.
But we've got to get players around him as well.
Yeah, totally agree.
And with all due respect, that defence is, although he played well for long periods, I still think they're not that brilliant at the back. We're not that good at the back. I know it looked like the last few games have improved a bit, but I'm still having my doubts. I think the goalkeeper's been outstanding. He comes for everything. He's not put a foot wrong since he's come in.
Who's that?
The goalkeeper, I think he's been outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's come out, he's get every ball, and he's put a bit of a dilemma for Arteta when Leno gets back. But overall, I think that was a fair result because I think first half we controlled it. I think second half I think a lot of it, a second half, was probably because that Wolves game took a lot out of us, and that's why we should have tried to. If we'd have got that 2 or 3 goal lead, we'd have been all right. But because I think the second half showed the Wolves game took its toll, I think, in the second half on us a bit.
Gio in the chat. How you doing, Gio? Hope you're well. Super chat. Thank you very much, mate. So sorry for your result, guys. I'm buzzing. Milan come back to beat Juve. Murder 4-2. Well done, Juve. I'm glad you're happy, Gio.
That's a shock. That is a shock result.
Yeah, it is. It is. But no, I mean, listen. For me, it was a sending off.
Well, Benteke out for Palace and the Chelsea game. God, I can't believe how he missed that. Chelsea got fortunate 3 points there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But yeah, I'm just getting back to the sending off. For me, it was a sending off. but I felt sorry for him because it was just mistimed. If you know what I mean, there was no malice in it. It was just he was going for the ball. It was just mistimed. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what I'm more disappointed at. The fact that we seem to take one step forward all the time, and unfortunately we take two steps back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just as we look like we're getting somewhere, something goes wrong, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? And that's the hand that Arteta's being dealt with at the moment with this squad. That's what I mean. You can definitely tell that he knows that intensity, we can't keep it up. So in the second half, you can tell we stand to them, keep it tight, keep it compact, and then try and get them on the counter attack.
Yeah.
He knows that this team and these players at the moment haven't got the fitness and haven't got the proper players to be able to do that like Man City. You can see that because in that first half for me, we was fantastic. The only thing that was lacking was the actual goals.
Yeah. Look, the performance first half was very good. I've got no, just like we didn't finish the chances, but the performance overall was very good. Second half, I thought we was poor. Second half, but look, it's a game of two halves. I think today, Leicester, I thought deserved it. In fact, if you look at the chances, they probably had. I think they had one shot more than us in chances. So. Listen, it's a draw. I think, to be honest with you, a fair result. And we go on to Spurs on Sunday. It looks like they got Bournemouth on Thursday, haven't they? So looks like we'll be going there behind them again. So we have to win there now if we want to get this 6th or 7th place for the Europa League. Forget Champions League, that wasn't even possible anyway.
No.
But I've got to say, Leicester showed a lot of character in the second half to come back. Yeah. They've not been on good form lately, and what can I say? Fair result. I'm not going to complain about it. Although there are a few in here that are still moaning about it. Yeah, it went off a bit in the today. It went off.
Yeah, we heard that there was a bit of drama going on and a lot of swear words going on.
Yeah, well, put it this way, I did say a few F's, but it was getting on my nerves a bit. But anyway, that's how it goes. Listen, I'm going to go now, boys. If you don't mind, I can't stop too long, mate. I've got to get home.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate, exactly. I'm going to give it another sort of 10 minutes, and then I've got to go to work anyway. So, thanks, Claude, for coming on.
And speak to you soon. I'll talk to you later on, Terry. Yeah, when I get home. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Just give us a bell. I'm up. You know I am. So, not a problem. Speak to you soon, mate.
Take care, Diesel.
Love you, Claude. Love you, mate.
Take care.
Later on.
So that one, mate.
Later on.
Yeah, I mean, let's get to a few of these comments. Go on, Steve, I'll read them out, mate.
Seamus, big up everyone off to sleep here. Big up, Seamus. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Lucy, not seen you before. Thanks, Arsenal. Put top 4 in our hands. Thank you. That's got to be a United fan. Hope you're well. Oh, hang on. Tell.
What's that, Diesel? Tahib, what can I say, man? Big up yourself, mate, because you've been in our chat for a while now, and thank you very much. We really appreciate that, don't we, Diesel?
To hear the timekeeper. That's what, no, joking aside, to hear, thank you, mate. Really appreciate that.
Brilliant.
Again, another one who doesn't support Arsenal, but yet still tunes in, mate, and is part of the family, you know?
Exactly.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Really
Listen, he's always on our backs if we're not on time. So we need him. We need him in our chat room. Keep us on the ball.
Exactly.
Ryan, super chat there. He says, I've got nothing to add, just showing some support. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. Laurie says, Lucy's from TFT. Lucy, how you doing? Hope you're well. Thank you very much.
What's TFT? Oh, was that the football terrace?
I don't know. Tahi said, I'm so happy I'm a member. Oh, we are really happy you're a member too,
Yeah,
mate.
mate.
Really
We'll
are.
have a laugh to hear. We'll have a laugh, mate. What about that? We'll have a laugh.
Exactly. Go and read some more out. I just need to get something up.
Anthony, hope you're well, mate. Diesel was right. You got to put your chances away because it will bite you in the end. Looking forward to the Tottenham game. Yeah. Do you know what? Claude said something earlier on, and I totally 100% agree with him, right? If that was Liverpool or Man City, they would have gone in at half-time 3-0 up. You know, and that's the difference. And I know, obviously, I know we're not we're nowhere near their level at the moment, but in terms of you need to be clinical. And we had the chances, and we just didn't put them away. And I just had a fear because you're never safe at 1-0, never safe. Anything can happen in the game. Unfortunately, it has come back to bite us.
I totally agree with you, Diesel. I totally agree with you. But what we've got to take in consideration, don't forget that this is one of the worst squads we've had for ages. Let's be honest. It's one of the worst squads we've had for ages. We're nowhere near level with Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Man City. With squad-wise, with manager-wise, we wasn't with Emery or anything like that, or Wenger, to be honest, for the last 4 or 5 years. And now we're building, don't forget. I mean, I think it was Seamus who said the other day that it took Klopp 5 years to get rid of every player that was in his squad from the day he came in 2015 till today. And look what's happened. 5 years. 5 years it took him to get rid of everybody that was in his squad and then build a team. So let's be honest. Let's give Arteta time. Come on, let's get behind it.
No. I get that. But the players he got rid of when he got there, he wasn't handing out new contracts. Like some of ours are. And listen, I've seen a few comments already on social media blaming Arteta for tonight. This isn't Arteta's fault. I've seen some comments too about he should have made some subs in the second half. I agree with that. He should have, but for me, that's not. I can't have a go at him about that. It was of our own doing. It's not a catastrophe, this result, but you look at it and you think we've just won. We've won 4 games on the spin. And we've got aspirations. We've got a slight chance of sneaking into that. To the European places, and we was at home tonight as well. And in my eyes, Leicester, they were there for the taking. Lee Chappie even said it. He saw their lineup and thought, "Oh my God, we're in trouble." So it's 2 points dropped, but it's not the end of the world. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm gutted. I'm not going to lie. I'm gutted.
Lucy said, I'm a big fan of Claude, followed him for a couple of years. He's a good man. P.S. Hope you guys are good. We're really good, Lucy, and thanks for coming on board into our chat. We really appreciate it. And hope to see you. Your dad said, big up, guys. Thanks, Dad. Diesel and Terry, what's your Twitter handle? Mine is at I'm a Gooner. Diesel is
Diesel _888.
And we'll follow you back, mate.
Nice one, man. Thank you.
And he said, hearing Guendouzi's leaving, listen, for me, Anthony, if we can get something like 15, 20 million for him, I would bite people's hands off now and try and build on a squad that we need better players. For me, look, he could have potential to become good, but we need people now. We need people now, desperately. So he's one of the ones, if we can get 20 million for, I'll take it, bite your hand off, and let's get better people in to play in this squad. Because for me, I don't think he's got what it takes to be able to get in this squad, not even in the future. Diesel's got different opinions. Go on, Diesel, mate.
Yeah, this is where Terry and I we differ somewhat, because I actually like him. I think there's a player in there. I think he needs a lot of work. I'm not saying he's the finished article. He needs a lot of work, but I've seen enough to think that with some guidance and a bit of work, he could become some player. However, what he did against Brighton, boasting about the money, the salary he's on and stuff like that, for me, that is absolutely disgusting, right? And I totally 100% back Arteta for kicking him out the squad, right? I back that. I've been asking, as Terry has, for a long time at this club, a manager who takes no nonsense, right, and who instills discipline, right? Because there's too many players taking the piss at this club, right? The fact that he's kicked him out, as he has with Ozil, for me, is absolutely brilliant, and I will applaud Arteta for that. If we sell him, we sell him. I reckon we could get 30 million. The one thing I would say, I hope Arsenal insert a buyback clause. Just think, you know what I mean? Got to insert a buyback clause, because if he does go somewhere else and he does hit it, we get a first refusal.
Yeah.
So I would do that.
Yeah. Andy says, is it realistic that Arteta will leave for Barca after next season?
Oh
For me, Andy, it wouldn't be a surprise. It really wouldn't. But I know there's a lot of people out there would disagree with that. like my fellow partner here.
I mean, come on, tell. Come on, that's a boy. Yeah.
Oliver's and he rarely gets beat on one-on-one. That's why he should be our captain, mate.
Yeah, I see his interview after the game. I said it to Terry guys in the chat. I was saying to Terry that for me, every time I hear him speak and I just watch him, he screams of captain material. You know, I'd give it to him right now. I would.
Anthony says, where do you guys think we're finished? And do you want Europa? Listen, at the end of the day, for me, Anthony, sorry, mate, I think fifth's going to be a tough tool now. I mean, you know, we've got to go Tottenham next Sunday. Hopefully, we can get a result there. If we can get a result there, then we've got Liverpool. Listen, you know, it's probably a good time at the moment to play Liverpool. They've got nothing else to play for. I know they want that 100 points, but you know, they might take their eye off the ball and not have put 100% in. You don't know. So, if for us to get fifth place, that you know, we're going to have to win all our games now, and I hope results go our way. So, I would imagine sixth or seventh now, if I'm being honest and realistic. And yes, I think we should go into Europa League next year because you need to improve. We need to improve. We've got a new manager now, new philosophy. Get some new players in, and why not? We can go all the way next year in Europa League under Arteta with a new squad in my eyes. And that will obviously progress us on for the year after. I don't know about yourself, Diesel.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't get all this with a lot of the Arsenal fans who sort of say, you know, we could do with a season out of Europe and just concentrate on the league. Like, I'm not being funny. You know, we said that a lot about the Champions League, and now that we've not been in it for a few years, we're all desperate to get back in it. You know, don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Do you know what I'm saying? I like the Europa League because, number one, it's a cup that we can win, right? And it's also an alternative route into the Champions League, right? I want to win trophies, I don't care what it is. It could be the FA Cup, you know, the League Cup. I want to win it. It's a trophy. Why not? Yeah, we need to be in it, in my opinion.
Edwin Jones has said, I hear some reports minutes ago. Looks like we won't strengthen next season, lads. For God's sake, are a business and suffering like everyone else. The days of 70 million are over for us. He's a Liverpool fan. Like I said, they'll win. Unfortunately, you've got a great squad there at the moment. You've got great players. You've done fantastic well. But you need to strengthen. You need to strengthen for me, mate. And if you don't, unfortunately, you'll stand still and other teams will come up behind you. Lee Chappie's back in the chat. How you doing, Lee? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Good result for you in the end. A fair result, really, after that game. I'm a little bit gutted, I must admit. I think it's frustration more than anything because, like I said, you know, we seem to be taking one step forward and two steps backs, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? It's that first half was fantastic. I thought we was all obvious, and then unfortunately, you know, Eddie comes on, gets that red card, and who knows what would have happened if he stayed on. But you know, it's not a catastrophe like Diesel said. You know, 5 games, 4 wins, 1 draw. Listen, you'd be happy with that, Diesel?
Yeah, I'm just No, listen. You know, on reflection, you look at it and you think, yeah, I'll take it. they were just there for the taking, man. And you know, the one thing we haven't got at the moment is time, unfortunately. And we just need, you know, when you look at the running we've got and the, you know, the games we've got coming up, this would have been a perfect. We're at home, you know. We should be winning our own games. It's frustrating. It's I think that's the word I'm looking for, because it was in the bag, Till. It was there for the taking, you know. It was. So it's 2 points dropped. Obviously, Chelsea won as well earlier on, so that just increases it. Yeah, I'm not so much mad. I'm just a bit more. I'm gutted, if I'm honest.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You know.
And Lee, chat me soon, mate. Definitely, we'll be in touch. Not a problem, mate. Next joint watching on. Definitely do another one soon. Listen, mate, I've got to get on my way now, so I don't know if you want to carry on or end it, or what do you want to do, mate?
I'll do a couple of minutes, mate.
Yeah.
I'll do a couple of minutes.
Barking is not in East London. Lance just put Barking is not in East London.
Bloody is. Actually, saying that, Lance, you put a comment earlier on. I'm trying to find it. It was like, oh, here we go. Look.
He's not for Spurs as much as me.
Probably not, mate. I don't like Spurs, but I hate Man United more. And a lot of that was to do with, obviously, us growing up. United were our main rivals. Spurs weren't. So, yeah, I hate Man United with a passion. So, yeah.
I'll take that, Lucy. She says, Spurs are dead. Let's have it right. At least you guys haven't got Liverpool and City as your derbies. Laugh out loud. I like that, Lucy. You're becoming my favourite.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Part of the family already, Luce. Hey.
Right, guys, I'm going to jump off. I need to get my ass to work. Unfortunately, I've still got another 4 or 5 hours to go, so I won't be able to be going to bed like Diesel in a minute and get another notch on these posts. Do you know what I mean? I've got to get out there and do a bit of work. I wish I was doing that, believe me. But no, thanks.
I ain't got the energy. I'm shattered, mate. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of this gorgeous, gorgeous man. Don't be too hard on him, mate. Diesel,
Nice
much
one.
love, mate. Much love, and I'll speak to you later on or tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, mate. All right.
All right. See you later on, everyone.
Yeah? Later on.
Bye.
Top man. Right, here we go. I just wanted to... Joe, hope you're well, mate. Listen, guys, I'm going to do literally 2 or 3 more minutes, and that's it. Absolutely shattered. I've had nothing to eat. I'm starving. How much do you think we could sell Ozil for if we let him go? Come on, Joe. You know my feelings, mate. If any club takes him, it's going to be us paying them. It won't be them paying us, mate. I can tell you that. Nothing, mate. We won't get anything for him, honestly. I don't even think he'll go in the summer, mate. I think he'll stay because he wants to rinse us for another year for a lot more money. So, yeah, he's a mercenary, mate. I don't care what anyone says. So many fans are fooled by this bloke. I'm not. Absolute fraud. Salmon, the league is yeah, mate. Look, if you've got a chance of winning it, Salmon, yes, all day long, I'll take it, mate. I mean, the league is the bread and butter. Don't get me wrong, but listen, you know, if we're in the Europa League, it just gives us an alternative route, a second route into the Champions League. Yeah, that's how I look at it, mate. When we was in the Champions League for all those years, we took it for granted. Let's be honest, we did. Now that we've not been in it for the last few years, we're all desperate and, you know, dying to get back in it again. So, you know, sometimes when you cut your nose off to spite your face, mate, it's not a good thing. Lee Chappie, Lee Gunner just said Bellerin out. Big up to Lee, by the way. I love Lee. Gets a lot of stick. God knows I don't know how he does, because a lot of what he says I actually believe in. He doesn't follow sheep, neither do I. But yeah, Lee Gunner just said Bellerin out. Yeah, too right. He needs to go. Bellerin needs to go. Don't rate him. Didn't play that bad tonight. I thought he was all right, especially in the first half. I'm not going to lie. But no, his time has come to an end, mate. Time has come to an end. Maitland-Niles is a much better right back than him, and he's a midfielder. So that tells you all you need to Lee, really enjoyed it tonight, mate. Thank you again for coming on. Look forward to doing a lot more in the future. Your setup as well, mate, it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to have another look at that. But yeah, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Hello, Versus. Hope you're well, mate. If Spurs beat Bournemouth on Thursday, they go above us. Let's be honest, they probably will beat Bournemouth. You know, Bournemouth are in poor form at the moment. I actually think they're going to get relegated. I do think they will go down. If Spurs go above us, obviously, you know, everyone be keeping quiet about Mourinho and this, that, the other, and there's a crisis at Spurs. You know how it goes, guys. The one thing I would say, there's a lot of Arsenal fans. I saw this on Twitter as well, making fun of Spurs because obviously they lost to Sheffield United, whereas we beat them. Very dangerous to come out with things like that when we're due to play Tottenham next week. Because if that was me and I was in that Spurs dressing room, that's my team talk done. So if they do slap us, don't be surprised. Because if they do, then that'll be us being the banter club and they'll be bantering us. If we're going to talk about them, let's do it after the game. What else we got here? Derwin, where is our money? Derwin, do you know what, mate, right? Last summer, you guys, I don't think you guys bought a player. And at the time, I actually said, oh, do you know what? That could bite Klopp in the arse because he hasn't strengthened. And bear in mind, what a lot of fans have forgotten, obviously a lot of people have got short memories, is Liverpool were exceptional last season. I know Man City won the league, but blimey, you ran him close. So, yeah, you was exceptional that year. But then when he didn't buy anyone in the summer, I did look at it and think, oh, that's very risky because, you know, competition for places and stuff like that, you know, some players can slack. And then you've gone on to have an amazing year this year. So, obviously, Klopp has obviously shut me up. But if you don't strengthen, if you do that again, you know, it's twice now you're running the risk because, trust me, Man City will strengthen this summer. Trust me on that, they will. Right, and I think Pep will look at his defence, and that's where he's going to fix straight away. And I've always said it: if Pep can sort out his defence, then they're going to run you really close next year. I really do think that because they're fine in the midfield and they're fine up front. For me, it's their defence. Yeah, to hear. Yeah, we can't keep up with the intensity, mate. It was a little bit like a Jekyll and Hyde performance. First season, you know, the running was there, the energy, the intensity. We looked sharp. They come out in the second half, mate, and it was totally different. Leicester found their rhythm. I think we allowed them to find their rhythm. We didn't press them anywhere near as what we did in the first half. And we allowed them into the game, if I'm honest. I'm not having all this crap about, you know, I'm not, no offense, Salmon, I can't blame the referee for tonight. The Vardy thing, that for me, that wasn't a red card, that was accidental. Eddie didn't mean that, mate. But look, when you go studs up, it's accidental or not, that is a straight red. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Lee, whenever you want, mate, whenever you're ready, let us know and we'll do another one, mate, because I really enjoyed that tonight. I'm going to do a couple more. Anthony, my guy. We need a Tony Adams at the back and a Vieira in midfield. What players of today can do that? Exactly. Do you know what, mate? I've been saying that for ages, right? The closest thing for me, in my opinion, the closest thing to a Tony Adams was John Terry, right? Obviously, now John Terry's retired. I'm looking around and I would struggle. I mean, I could tell you until the cows come home about what Arsenal need. But then if someone said to me, well, who are they? I'd struggle, mate, but that's not my job. That's the scouts and that's the manager's job. You know, it's their job to go and find them. You know, go and find these players. You know, Leicester got Kante for like 5 million. And look at him, he's class, right? They are out there, you know, but we have a poor scouting and recruiting, a recruitment system at this club. It's absolutely poor. You know, we have spent money. We've spent a lot of money. We just don't spend it well, and there lies the problem. But there are gems out there. Me personally, I would look in this league. We've got gems in this league, in my opinion, right? But we want to keep going abroad, which is fine. It's not a problem. But we're talking about Premier League proven players here. Lewis Dunk, for example, right? I think he's a very good centre half. I do. He's a very good centre half in a poor team. I would take Lewis Dunk all day long. Connor Cody, I'll take him. Ben Mee, I'll take him. Willie Bolly, I think he's decent. I'd probably take him. You know, Tarkowski at Burnley, I'll take him. You know, we've got decent players here. John McGinn, I'll bang on about John McGinn all the time at Villa. Busy Bee in the midfield, very underrated. I'll take John McGinn. You know, that we have got players here, you know, in this league, but for some reason we don't look at them. Couple more. Salmon, respects your opinion, Diesel. It's football, we can disagree. No, of course, mate, of course. There's a lot of fans though, mate. You know, you say something and they don't agree, then all of a sudden, you know, you're an arsehole. Mate, that's the great thing about football, mate. You know, we can all disagree. Do you know what I'm saying? If anything, I hope you guys respect myself, Terry, and Claude, because we don't follow the sheep. You know I have views on it, and as the minute I say it, I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to maybe jump on it and, you know, think I'm chatting crap. But look, I could tell you what you want to hear, you know, and not get any controversy or comments, so I can be honest. I respect you guys too much to be fake, so I'll always be honest. Would you have played Pepe instead of Laka? I can imagine Pepe's just had a baby, mate. He's probably he's had no sleep in the last 2 or 3 days, mate. He's probably been up all night. I can see why he was subbed. I would have brought him on though. A lot earlier in the second half. I would have brought him on. All these stop start. Pepe's got to start. He's got to play. He's in form. Play him. If anything, play him, start him, and take him off for the second half. I'm a massive advocate of that. Play your best team, get the game sewn up, and then make your subs after. Just get the game won. Get it, you know, done and dusted. Mark Anderson, Guendouzi, does he have a future at Arsenal? I like him, mate. I'm not going to lie. I've always liked him because I've seen so many games where the senior players have gone hiding, and he's been the only one who's basically, you know, turned around to them and said, give me the ball. We are not losing today. We are going to go for it, right? And he's done that a good few times, mate. But he doesn't get the credit. You know, I've always said this. If he was British, right, he would not get anywhere near the hate he gets, right? And I stand by that. I really do believe in that. However, his attitude stinks, right? What he done against Brighton, boasting about his salary and you know, the money he's on. For me, that's disgusting. If I was a Brighton player, mate, and he was saying that to me, I'd have spiked him out. But yeah, it's disgusting. Look, I understand he's 21, he's a kid, but he you know, the attitude, it stinks, mate. It stinks. And we can't afford players like that here. And fair play to Arteta for kicking him out of the squad. If he goes, he goes. I do think there's a player in there. I really do. I think he needs a lot of work, but there is a player in there. I've seen enough to think that. But if he's not been in the squad for the last few games, mate. In my opinion, I think he's as good as gone. If they get 30 million for him, take it. I would insert a buyback clause personally, because if he does go elsewhere and he sorts himself out and he becomes a proper player, then we've got first refusal to sign him. All the other big clubs do it. Why aren't we? Simple as that. Diesel, with this paramedic, I love you, Delwyn. Do you think Arsenal will spend transfer window? With us, it's very difficult to know if we are looking at what could be available. Yeah, I think we will spend, mate. I still think we're going to spend. I personally think we're going to do around about 80, 90 million. Obviously, you know, I think we're going to sell a few players. The players I would have guaranteed, I would have put money on for Arteta to sell, are the same players that seem to be signing new contracts. So, yeah, I'm hearing about Mustafi signing a contract, a 2-year deal, improved terms. I don't get that. He's been our best centre back this season, in my opinion. But he's still got to go. Still got to go. I'm sorry. You know, if Arsenal want to get to where I think they want to get to, we're not going to get there with these sort of players. You know, yes, we've won 4 games on the bounce. Guys, honestly, don't be fooled. Yeah, don't have short memories. Yeah, the reason why we're 8th or 9th at the moment is down to these exact same players. All right, so let's not be forgetful here. I'm going to do one more because I'm tired. 2 more. Adam, how are you, mate? Hope you're well, brother. I ain't seen you all night. Where you been? God, I love these questions. Oh, no. Kelly Brook, mate. Kelly Brook. I've always had a thing for Kelly Brook. Salmon. Okay, lads, I'm going to have a good night. Diesel, bye now. Salmon, thanks for watching, mate. Really appreciate it, bruv. And see you soon, mate. Nice one. I've said for years Giroud was better than Lacazette, and I'm being proved right. We now know why France don't pick Lacazette. Grant, do you know what I'm going to say, right? It's an interesting point you made there, yeah, because I said this to a mate of mine the other day. Anyone who says that Giroud is better than Lacazette, right, the amount of stick that they've got, I'm not saying Lacazette is crap, right? I think he's a good player, right? There's a lot of Arsenal fans who think he's world class. He's nowhere near world class, right? Nowhere near it, but he is a good player, right? The reason why I give Giroud a bit more respect than a lot of the Arsenal fans is because when you look at the amount of goals he scored for us, playing in a team that did not play to his strengths at all, not one bit, to have got those, you know, that amount of goals, for me, I think that's impressive. I really do. And he doesn't get the respect I think he deserves. Yes, he's at Chelsea. Yes, obviously he was, thanks Arsenal when he was holding the cup, right? I get all that. But purely from a player point of view, right? I don't think he did that bad. You know, he played in a team that liked to pass and move, right? And obviously Giroud's a massive aerial threat. We did not play to his strengths at all. And yet he still got the amount of goals he did. Fair play to him. You know, fair play to him. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, we're 7th, mate. It's you know, we're 7th for a reason, man. Do you know what I mean? I think that's probably where we'll finish, mate. 7th or 8th. Diego, thanks for the stream. No, anytime, mate. Anytime. But thanks for watching, man. Unlucky for today as well. I know you're a Palace fan, aren't you? Unlucky, mate. You gave it a good go today. Chelsea got jammy as they normally do. Right, 2 more. I keep saying it's 2 more, don't I? This will be the 2 more. This is proper overtime now. Laka seems like, for me, he's lost confidence to me. I don't know, maybe he wants to move to Atletico Madrid. Derwin, see, this is where me and a lot of the Arsenal fans are probably very different. I don't accept all that lacking in confidence crap, right? These guys are multi-millionaires. They're not lacking confidence when they pick up their paycheck every week. You know what I'm saying? You know, these are professional players. For me, the lacking confidence bit is an absolute joke. For me, that just screams of weak. You know, I don't think it's a case of he doesn't want to be here. I just think it's a loss of form. What doesn't help Lacazette is the fact that we're having to accommodate our best striker, our best player at the club, for Lacazette. We're having to accommodate Aubameyang for Lacazette. So when Lacazette doesn't perform, obviously he'll get a lot more stick because obviously we're having to play Aubameyang on the left when really he should be up front. Any top club will have their top striker up front. But yet we don't do that. But yeah, he's a decent player, mate. He's a kind of striker. I don't think he'll ever get you 20, 25 a season. He'll probably get you 10, 15. You know, he's a good striker, mate. He's nowhere near world class, in my opinion. And if he went in the summer, mate, I wouldn't cry about it. I'll be honest. Right. Mr. ABZPD. Lacazette had a mare today and Aubameyang was missing. Forgot he was even on the pitch before he scored. He had a shocker. Yeah, I think the thing with Lacazette, right? He played okay. Look, he works hard, right? But to me, that's not. I can't commend a player for working hard. They should be working hard. Like I said, these guys are multi-millionaires. The average player now is a multi-millionaire in the Premier League. So working hard should be a given. You know what I'm saying? Chris Wilder said that in an interview he did after a Sheffield United game, and I totally agree with him. That should be a given. I'm not going to say well done to the boys because they worked hard. They should work hard, right? They're paid enough to work hard. So yeah, he works hard, but then I don't know with Lacazette. I don't know. He's not the same player he was, mate, and I do think the time has come to cash in on him. I really do think that. Aubameyang, I say it all the time. Aubameyang, because he's loved, he's one of the favourites of the Arsenal. When he goes missing, he gets a pass. Right? Aubameyang always gets a pass. No one can say a bad word about Aubameyang. Right? And personally, I think it's wrong. I don't care who the player is. I don't care who they are. If they've had a poor game, you call them out and you say it. All this about he doesn't get the service. I mean, for me, that's just an easy excuse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry, Grant. I'm in the conservatory, mate, and yeah, it's raining here. So yeah, apologies. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Nice one. I totally agree. Yeah, no, nice one, mate. Cheers. And guys, listen, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you could stick a like on the both the streams to watch along earlier on and this one, I'd really appreciate it. On behalf of me, Terry, and Claude, I just want to say, I say it every time. You guys, for me, we have the best chat room on YouTube, in my opinion. Even earlier on, I saw a lot of the love that went to Stephen Featley regarding a lot of the charity work he does. He had a lot of love, and for me, that's just absolute. That's just classy. One thing I love is class. I love a bit of class, right? So seeing that, it's just a reminder of just how classy you guys are, and I love you, man. I think you're brilliant. We talk football on here, but we also have a laugh. And do you know what? If you can't have a laugh when you're doing this, there's no point in doing it, boys. You know what I mean? Let's be real. There's no point in doing it. So it's always the same people, and obviously a lot of new ones in the chat. You give up a lot of your time to watch us, man. And for that, we will always be grateful. And I just want to say, no matter how big this channel gets, if it gets big, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the one thing that we want, we won't ever change. We won't ever, turn into ourselves like some have. You know what I'm saying? That we'll always be humble. We'll always be ourselves, and we'll always be appreciative of you guys in the chat. We will always call you out. Apologies, we can't get every comment up because they do come in thick and fast. But we like to think we get the majority of the comments up. Because I know whenever I watch a stream, if I put a comment in and it doesn't go up, I'm fuming. So I know how it feels, guys. So yeah, honestly, just really appreciate you guys watching and tuning in and your support. We're on 275 now on Hot Mic, and that was a target of ours the other day. And obviously a lot of that's down to you guys, so really appreciate that. We didn't think we'd get that amount, and we have. It's all going in the right direction. Hopefully you guys love the content that we're doing. There's plenty more to come. Terry, Claude, and I were always talking about ideas, and some things will work, some won't. Some will like it, some won't. Some are going to hate us, some are going to love us. You could be the nicest person in the world, not everyone's going to like you. That's just a fact of life. But sod all them. It's all about you guys. So as long as you enjoy it and you like it, then that gives us the motivation to keep going. Yeah. Ryan, cheers, Diesel. Thank you, mate. GP, big up yourself. Thank you. I've done that one. Football 11, thumbs up. Nice one, mate. I haven't seen you before, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, look at this. Look, amazing content. Nice one. I love seeing things like that. Love it. Darwin, I will be a member soon, Diesel. No, Darwin, anytime, mate. Anytime. Look, no pressure, yeah? No pressure, mate. Just you watching us, mate, is enough for me. So, no, I really appreciate that. Thank you. And, yeah, on that note, I'm going to go. So, guys, thank you once again. Seeing you very soon. Up the Arsenal. Love you all. Cheers, guys. Mwah! Big kiss from me to you. Love ya. Later.